So we're gonna start right here. I have my pot. We have 3 different herbs that we're gonna add to this. We're gonna add some cloves, some cinnamon sticks, and we're gonna add the star anise, all right? So I have that all right here. I already have it warm because you wanna brighten these spices. You wanna give them a chance to almost kind of toast, and that helps with all of the flavoring as well. So I've now added those into there, and what I love about this is I can already smell the aroma. I got that pot nice and hot in advance, and that really allows all of the spices to bloom and open up in all of the great flavors. And I mean, nothing says the holidays more than this, from your cinnamon sticks to your cloves to, of course, your star anise. Now it's going to take 2 bottles of wine. So I'm going to go ahead and add the first bottle in, and then what you're going to want to do is you're going to let these bottles sit for about 4 minutes of the wine and all of the spices coming together. And then what's great about that is I'm going to give you a little tour of what we have going on in this kitchen, because everything you're seeing here really truly transforms what you might consider your house into a home. I'm going to open that next bottle of red wine. Whoop. Best sound ever. That and champagne. This is gonna make a serving for probably a good 8 to 10 people. So just so you know, that 2 great bottles of red wine. And then we always say, use a great red wine that not only you'd love to cook with, but that you'd also love to, again, serve your guests when you're making something like this. All right, so while we're giving that the 4 minutes, let's take a peek at some of the things that we have around the island, because I have to tell you, they're some of my absolute favorites. First and foremost, we have Just Bagels. I always have Just Bagels in our freezer, because if it's not Just Bagels, then it's just bread. And that's absolutely true. I am a New York snob, and I love my New York bagels. So these are delicious. And of course, they're paired perfectly with Temptations. So any of your cream cheeses, your compound butters, you can keep them cold in advance and then bring them out. Everything's coordinated. We have Rick's chocolate chip cookies, which I am dying to dive into. And you know, the man, the myth, the legend, he will be joining us shortly. We also could never have our house feel like a home without the scent of Harry Slatkin. And look how beautiful his candles are. This gorgeous trio here. This smells so welcoming and so wonderful. It just completely evokes all of those great memories of course, the holidays. We even have some of our favorite pieces from our girl, Valerie Parr-Hill, the decor guru. She is the queen. And I love that she does lit pieces, because that also just creates this beautiful ambiance, not only in the spaces around your home, but also in your kitchen. And then we have, of course, we could never do anything without our great chocolate from our friends here at Lindor, which is amazing. By the way, did you know that Bethlehem Lights is celebrating their 25th anniversary? So some of the lit pieces that you're seeing popped behind us are some of theirs, which are great. And what I love, their pieces are chameleons. You can use them inside and outside, and they really just make a great space look even better. All right, so while we were doing that quick little tour, everything in this house that you're seeing right now, you can have. This is part of our Christmas in July celebration, and all of these pieces come together to not only fill your belly, fill the scent of your home, but also make you feel really good about your space. Because let's face it, we have more people in and out of our homes around the holidays. And so what a great way to welcome it and have QVC, of course, take care of everything. All right, back to our recipe. We need to add orange slices and sugar. So let's add our orange slices here. We already gave those a nice little slice here. I like making sure they're kind of uniform, so that, again, if you wanted to use them as a garnish, you certainly could. You can also use the cranberries as a garnish. You do you. There's cinnamon sticks in here too you could use as a garnish. Again, look at me taking Nancy's recipe and be like, you do you. I don't think she'll mind. I think she'll like it. All right, and then we're also gonna add the sugar. And the sugar, we, again, are gonna do about a 1/2 cup. You can adjust it. You can do 1/4 cup, 1/2 cup. I'm gonna use the full 1/2 cup, because I've done this before. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna give this a nice little stir. And while we're doing this, again, the aromas, the scent, the only thing competing with the Harry Slatkin candles is, of course, how wonderful this mulled wine smells. Our Chris Kindlemark Glühwein. See, I'm getting better and better with each time. And so will you. And when you put the shot of brandy in there, you might even get even better at that point. That's optional. You can decide on the schnapps or the brandy. Let's stir in that schnapps or brandy. We have brandy here. So I'm going to go ahead and give that a nice stir. And not only is this just a great mulled market wine, but it's also, for me, it brings back so many great memories of those signature drinks I know that I had when I was growing up. and a lot of European flair here with all of the great scents. So we're gonna give that a quick little stir, and then I don't know about you, but I'm ready to dive in and have a sip of this. So like I said earlier, it's gonna make probably about 8 to 10 glasses, depending on what size glasses you're using. But let's go ahead and give it a little ladle. I'm gonna pick this crystal one. Look at this pretty one. Again, making your life easier in and out of the kitchen. And I like ladling it because, again, you can pick the spices if you want. You don't have to have the spices. You could probably even go ahead and drain this if you wanted to at the end, like if you were gonna serve this like punch style and let everybody help themselves, you certainly could do that. And then of course, I'm gonna go ahead and garnish with the cranberries because I'm all about the garnish. I'm gonna take a little sip. Oh my God, okay. This is delicious. What a fabulous, fabulous tradition. So Nancy and Thomas, thank you guys for introducing us. And I'm gonna say it one more time because now I got it down. It's a Christkindlmark Glühwein. This is absolutely delicious and super simple and such a great recipe.